Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous superstar Capricorn. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of October 2021. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What a remarkable month it is, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. Fully 4 planets are going to go direct this month. And what that means is all of us, in one way or another, are going to be feeling a sense of forward momentum. And that certainly is the case for you. For you, the big forward momentum has to do first with Pluto in your sign, finally going direct in the first days of the month. With Pluto going forward, where it is that you are ready to accept some more profound truth about yourself or about a situation near and dear to your heart, where it is that you are ready to look at things with greater depth, with greater understanding, as part of transforming from the inside out. Where it is that you are feeling that much more ready to move forward in key ways that matter to you, well, it is going to be Pluto moving forward that helps you to do just that. But also, a week later, on the 10th of the month, we are going to have Saturn, your ruling planet, going forward as well. And this is in addition to, in the middle of the month, Mercury and Jupiter going forward. And so the fact that Saturn is going forward as well, within days of Pluto going forward, well, this all does suggest that you are moving forward in all kinds of ways, personally, financially, in terms of your identity, and in terms of self-love and self-esteem. In many ways, it may feel like what was stagnant, what understanding was ephemeral, but you were trying to reach and trying to understand, all of it can come together in very powerful ways under this sky, in ways that ultimately do affirm and strengthen you moving forward from here. Now, a lot of these big energies are going to play out at important lunar events taking place this month. So let's start with this month's new moon taking place on the 6th. This new moon takes place at the very top of your sky, having to do with career, social standing, and life purpose. It has to do with your understanding of a higher, more loving vision for your life. So normally a new moon in this part of the sky brings with it new career-related opportunities. That can be meaningful in and of itself. But this new moon is hand in hand with Mars. Mars is connected to urgency, agency, but it also brings with it impulsivity. And so there's this sense now of you perhaps reacting very quickly or needing to respond very quickly to a career-related moment or opportunity. Also with this energy will be Chiron standing across the sky from this new moon. And that magnifies vulnerability at this time as well, especially as you interact with others. And so I'm so sorry to say, but it does happen with this energy. If you know that you have a boss who maybe isn't very nice, who pushes buttons, some of that tendency can start to be magnified at this time. And again, I'm so sorry to say, but it does happen. But this is a new moon, remember that. And so what that suggests is new possibilities, new opportunities, or they may come about in ways that make you feel like you don't want to continue certain patterns anymore, that you want to start moving in different directions. It may be that because of a difficult moment, you realize that you are ready to take action to move your life in a different direction. Regardless, understand that this is a new moon, fresh possibilities on the horizon for you, new ideas as well, new understandings of your own purpose that ultimately can fuel your action at this time and strengthen you going forward from here. It is going to be on the 20th of the month that we will have this month's full moon. And this full moon takes place at the foundation of your chart, the bottom of your sky, having to do with home, having to do with family of origin, having to do with your understanding of your past and what it means to truly feel at ease and comfortable within your own skin. I consider this the power base, really the very important part of the sky that ultimately allows us to feel like we can do that much more, go out into the world that much more. And so for you, this very powerful full moon is going to be speaking in harmony with Jupiter. So I love that energy. I feel like if you have a home-based business, that can be especially prosperous for you under the light of this full moon. If it is that you are looking at how it is that you can bring in an energy of prosperity into your living space, this full moon can help you in that regard. But we've also got Pluto speaking with this full moon in a conversation of tension. So there may be some sense of frustration now, some sense that change must happen and it must happen now, and you don't want to wait for change anymore. And so whether it's buying, selling, moving, or new roommate, these types of scenarios can come up with a full moon here. It may also be the case that you are paying attention to a matter having to do with your family of origin, your parents in particular, where that applies. But it may also be that you're looking at your past, you're healing some very deep things, and that may bring with it a variety of emotions and feelings that don't always feel easy. But there's this saying that says, the only way out is through. The only way out is through. And what that means is the only way out of difficult feelings or maybe some pain associated with the past is to let yourself feel it so that you can move through it. And on the other side, come out empowered, seeing things differently in a way that serves you for the future ahead. And that's what I mean when I say this part of the sky allows you to then go out into the world and do that much more. Making peace with your past may be part of that equation now. Now, where it comes to matters of love, so Pluto moving forward, even though Pluto doesn't normally have to do with love, Pluto certainly is faded, powerful events. A sense of very powerful attractions to other people, a sense of being pulled in a particular direction. And there's something about love that can encourage us or does make us feel that way. But when I look at just goddess of love, Venus, well, look, Venus is moving through the sign just before yours, or rather into the sign just before yours, a week into the month. And this makes love go from being very social to being very quiet, very behind the scenes. So if it is that you are open to meeting someone new, well, look, you may connect with someone this month. It may be a very powerful sense of being pulled in a particular direction, but it can also get really messy very quickly. I just have to be really straightforward with you on that because, of course, we have that Pluto in your sign. We have Venus moving into the sign just before yours. You may realize very quickly that things are more complicated than they seem on the surface. And that's what I mean by it might get a little bit messy. At the very least, there may be occurrences taking place that you don't feel like you can announce from the rooftops just yet. And that's okay as well. You're figuring out your way forward in this thing that we call love. But yes, there will be powerful pulls in particular directions. For those of you just starting to date somebody, well, I think Pluto moving forward is going to be a moment of truth. What do you really feel? What's really going on within you on a level of heart? And what do you know to be true about you? And where it is that this alliance works well with that, it will accelerate forward. But where it is perhaps that this alliance doesn't work well with that, well, this is going to be one of those moments where you're able to look at the truth of a situation, even if it's hard, and make a choice in what direction you want to go. And for those of you who are in an established bond, well, look, for a small percentage of you out there, if you know you're not in the right relationship for you, well, Pluto moving forward is going to make that abundantly clear, is going to encourage you to own the changes you wish to experience, is going to bring the need for those changes right to the surface. But the overwhelming majority of Capricorns out there are going to find that this is a time when you're going to lean on your partner that much more. There may be things happening that you feel you can't necessarily talk to with other people, but you can with your partner, that they understand, and you'll be relying on them for emotional support or understanding or wisdom in some way. And in that way, bonds can grow that much stronger. What I love about this month for you, well, look, there's a lot here. It's a powerful time, but I'm going to say Pluto going direct in your sign. This really is you coming to some truth, and that truth may be difficult. It may make you feel like you wish you had more power than you actually do. But by accepting some truth, you are ultimately empowered to understand yourself differently, to move forward in some way, and to be more authentically yourself. That really is the gift of Pluto. Pluto invites you to get rid of what isn't essential, to get rid of the superficial. And underneath that, which others may call superficial, you find yourself and what really matters to you. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with choose your membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. At NadiyaShahSuperstars.com, you get expanded exclusive video scopes each and every week for each and every sign. Higher tiers get you things like all access passes to future Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Link is in the description below. I look forward to meeting you there. And thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.